What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today we're jumping into some more Orcs Must Die Unchained. We're going to be visiting the Temple Graveyard. I like the way this map looks now in the map preview, although it's probably a little hard to actually picture. The blue areas are actually water. I guess there's a waterfall on top of here. I've never actually tried to get up there. But yeah, most of the water parts you can't really build anything on. But there's an interesting spawning of some unstable rifts over here on the right. And of course you have your rift, and you have like these sort of surrounded entry points for the rift itself. And unfortunately, like, there's no guardian at the bottom. If there was, then I think that this would be like a really interesting place to sort of try to path everything through. But since there isn't, you'd normally wind up just sending everything towards the middle of the top, since that's where your guardians get to function. So if this map is ever redesigned, I personally would say a guardian somewhere, maybe in this corner, because fitting them in there would kind of be really strong, but at the same time it would remove some of your floor trap space, which may not be good. Would be nice. I mean, they could also have them right below the rift, kind of like they have one above the rift here, but you know, wishful thinking. It will offer more ways to open up the map and try to play it. But we're going to go through this with Deadeye now. And do I still have my Temple Graveyard deck put together? Graveyard. Did I make any bad changes that I need to revert? Doesn't look like it. This is the setup that I had been using for, I think, one of the Chaos Trials. Brimstone's not too bad here. I do like Grinder. There's a lot of things that you can actually do on this map that are really nice. But rather than use the Brimstone, I think I'd rather take, what are we looking at here? Do I have a BGH Ballista? I should. Why can't I see? There we go. Okay. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. Feeling fierce. Nope, we want that back. Okay. Don't want enjoys pain. Shouldn't need it. What else do we take? Do we take money perks? Or do we take more damage? I don't really need the damage. Let's go for some economy stuff. Making it rain. Alright, so we got two ballistas. We got the swinging mace. We got the grinder and the arrow walls. I have no tar. That's interesting. Tar isn't really super needed here. Generally what happens is I'll let the enemies at the bottom and sometimes the top just path upwards. But yeah, I think we'll let that rock and see what we can do with this.
Gotta put on my big girl boots and get in the battle.
Alright, big girl boots are on. So, now that we're here, you can do this map with Great Wall barricades, but
Don't mind if I do.
you don't have as many options when you do it that way. So I tend not to.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with doing it that way, though.
This'll stop them. Mighty fine day for a massacre. Killbox is shaping up real nice.
And so generally what I like to do is I will force the enemy to sort of path in towards the wall and set up a grinder so that that can hit pretty much whatever crosses through. These things go pretty far, so you generally don't need to place them too close together, but you can if you want.
This'll keep them
Even more damage doing that, and
Wait till they see this.
toss another one of those up. So you can see we have a pretty narrow lane that we've created here, and that's going to be beneficial for Deadeye, I think. One thing that I need to be careful with is I've removed the double struts from the this normal barricade here. I have a hero framed or hero ruined frame, so I'll take less damage near it, but they will not be as durable, and so I'll need to be careful with that.
broken through a gate.
Alright, everybody welcome to the Brambles. Now, this is going to be another map that has a lot of tight spaces and where I need to be pretty mobile. So I don't think I'm taking the Tier 4 Weaver for Ready Steady Fire. I'm likely going to take more Misdeeds so that the primary attack can be a little bit better and I'll get through things just a tad bit faster. So this is going to come all the way down here. Let's go ahead, do that, and can't place anything else. Say hello to my little bomb. Most of these guys should go down pretty easily. I think that'll be pretty much the last one that I need there. Might as well get this out of the way now so I can let this regenerate when the boss shows up. Alright, I think we're good here. We're going to block this off so we don't have to worry about anything trying to go through it. That's right, can't place anything there, so we're just going to have to place another arrow wall here. And these guys are going to get gunned down.
Watch out! An unstable rift is opening. Get to it and destroy it.
No, thank you. You guys can hold all of those arrows. That is a really, really, really bad place for that against Deadeye. If I hit it with a bomb, I think most of its HP will be gone. Yes.
Well done.
Okay, and looks like for the most part that took care of everything. Trap setup is solid down south. We want to make sure that these guys get what they need. Gonna place you there. I like to block these, make sure everything runs through the center. And you can also do this. And then everything will have to go through this little nook over here. And there's really no way out of it for anybody. So get a nice concentrated area for everything to go through. Some things will try to go up to the Guardian, but it looks like with whatever happened with the pathing updates, they won't attempt to walk through the Guardian area and come back anymore, which is really good. We need to get some traps out here though, so.
Good. That's pretty dastardly if I do say so myself.
That guy down south might be a little dangerous. And we don't want them to take forever, so let's go down here and try to kill a lot of them. Alright, you gotta die. Can't let you go too far. Probably should just take out the priest. Alright. I think I'm probably going to go with the brambleweed as well.
The boss minion has entered the battlefield.
Again? Oh no, the last one wasn't a boss. Crap.
Our barricades are under attack. The enemy's boss is down.
Wow. That bomb is a lot stronger than I give it credit for. And I have pretty much depleted all of my mana reserves. Okay, this one we're actually going to have waves up top. And I don't think I need to worry about those barricades any longer. Now if you want to make sure that everything is super streamlined up here, what you can do is once I actually get it set up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill all of these guys. Alright.
This'll stop him.
No, we're still gonna put those back eventually. Okay, so first we want to barricade here
They see this.
and here. And then we also want to put a barricade here and here. Now this probably seems really silly because it's a lot of traps that aren't dealing any damage, but now we have 100% of everything pretty much coming through this area. Alright. No thank you. That kobold needs to go. Alright. Bomb did most of the work for me. We can set the brambles up in front of our guardian buddy. And for the most part, we're good. Although I really wish that I'd have picked that up a little bit sooner. We can get this started now. Even though I don't have this set up nearly the way I would like.
They're breaking through again.
Alright, what I like to do up here is
Fine day for a massacre. Killbox is shaping
force
up
these
real
guys to run down
nice.
this way. We can do some arrow walls there, we can do some arrow walls there.
For a gate.
And then we set up grinders right outside that area. Yeah, that bomb is really strong. Not really expecting Deadeye to like one-shot everybody, but
They ain't scared of
she's
me,
doing
they
it.
will be now.
Okay. So you can see how everybody's sort of trying to path in different ways. If I set up... Actually, one of these is out of place. Because the guys that are pathing through the little gateway there are literally wasting my time. Okay, so I said I wanted to get Fistful of Brambles. There we go. Now Brambles is a damage ability, or out of the way is a damage ability. Alright, oops, that was wrong.
This'll keep them guessing.
Actually, no, I don't need that one there either.
That's pretty.
We do this, they can't
You say so
run
yourself.
through. Alright,
Our barricades are under attack.
yeah, we don't care about that too much.
This'll stop
Oops,
'em.
that's not what I wanted. To place a swing mace here, you have to put it in a very specific place, and if not, then you wind up with some really interesting mistakes there.
Never trust a son.
I actually rotated it when I shouldn't have, which is why I have that placed where it is. Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and start lighting everybody up. Oh wow, there's an icon for the armor that you lose from arcane attacks now. I'd never seen that before. I'm not sure if that was just added or if I just had way too many buffs on me in the past. Now what we failed to do, which we should definitely have done sooner, is set up some things to kill these guys. And also... Whoa. What we also wanted to do, I'm getting myself in a very dangerous situation, which I should not be doing. There we go. Alright, let's let these guys come through now.
Look out!
First,
Our defenses have been breached again.
that's what I should have done. This one isn't necessary. It's good as a buffer.
They've broken through a gate.
Killbox is shaping up real nice. Wait till they
Another
see
one of those
this.
clicks that didn't go through.
An unstable rift is opening. It must be
Alright, where we
destroyed.
got it? It's behind me. Can I hit it with explosions? For not getting stuck in the wall, maybe.
An unstable rift is opening. Quick, destroy it.
That one's not too bad because it's towards where the enemies will be pathing. Let's go ahead and roll for that extra damage.
Destroy the unstable rift.
Keep in mind when rolling,
Fine day for a massacre.
you will still be getting more of a buff than what is intended by the developers, I'm sure. At least in patch 2.4. Whenever that gets updated, I'll probably talk about it then. Get rid of that. Alright. So I guess I've never fixed that. I need to when the next opportunity arises. I think what I'll do here though is in the meantime we will get some ballista put up. That's definitely not a bad thing. We can also do this.
Good. Need a clearer shot.
Alright, so I set up getting more misdeeds. I've got it.
Dirty.
Ooh, that looks bad. Let's go ahead and burst whatever's leaking through down for a moment.
The trigger.
And that gets us our AoE, which cleans up the rest. Whoa, I didn't even see that. Let's give ourselves enough room for that to actually
That's pretty
work.
dastardly, if
And
I
then,
say so myself.
A boss is on his way.
Lysander. Lovely. So we're going to slow everything down directly in front of us. Launch a bomb over him. It's not going to hit Lysander, but we don't need it to, because now we're going to beast him down.
Defeated.
Alright. Then we're going to mash Z. Got it. Alright, so now we're going to set this up right. There we go. You have to be right underneath that to actually get it set up. Otherwise, you will have issues.
Right there.
There's going to be a whole lot.
Our barricades are under attack.
Alright, so he's going to do that. Oh, I got the right one too.
They've destroyed our barricades.
Yeah, we don't really care about them destroying the barricades because most of these guys will be extra dead before anything really happens. Alright, and then we can just put these back. Or at least most of them. I think this is the Deadeye's area damage definitely showing itself off quite well. Alright, we got about a minute, 20 seconds to actually go through this last wave.
This is the final wave.
Still missing a couple of traps in here.
Mighty fine day for a massacre.
Not enough coin to really build everything out the way I'd like it, but oh well. Now those guys should actually just run directly into the rift through the center. We're okay with that. We don't want to deal with the grenades. Alright, what we want to do in here is set up two of those. But we don't have the trap cat for it now because of all of the ballistas that I put in the room behind me. Alright, and then the last batch of enemies is going to come from the top. We're pretty much ready for them now. Alright. Let's go ahead and bramble up the doorway. Walk into it, backflip for some extra brambles. And that's the game.
Of course I won. I'm the baddest outlaw this side of the groves.
So that was a pretty trash score, but overall, that worked out pretty well. I made a lot of mistakes there, though. Okay, Rift Lord chest, place 2 guardians, kill a bunch more minions, and play with some Black Paw. Alright, let's see what's in this Rift Lord chest. More zappers. I needed a couple of those, I think. And things that I have not upgraded to tier 7 yet. Not too bad overall. But that is the temple graveyard. What I could have done better is placing the swinging mace here sooner. Getting the swinging maces set up near the guardians earlier rather than spamming the ballista in this room would have been a bit better. And after 2 before came out here, what I should have done is let the enemies just path into the center. I could have turned the traps to have them go through here. This would have been a shorter path, and these enemies would have actually died slightly faster. If I needed to go under 14 minutes, then that's what I would have done. But since the adjusted par a few patches ago, under 14 minutes is fine. So that's a 5-star. And next we will be moving on to the Highlands, and I'm sure that will be interesting. Either way, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, if you have any comments, feel free to leave those beneath the video, and I will get back to you on those when I have the opportunity. Otherwise, as always, have a good one, folks.